If you're over 60 and you're eating this one food regularly, thinking it's healthy because it's high in protein and promoted by fitness experts, you need to stop immediately. Because recent research has shown a direct connection between this food and aggressive prostate cancer in men over 60, and the risk increases with every serving you consume. I'm Dr. Madison Li, board-certified urologist with over 12 years of experience, and what I'm about to reveal might shock you because this food is in almost every man's diet. It's convenient, it's marketed as healthy, it's recommended by nutritionists for protein intake. But for men over 60, especially those with any prostate concerns, this food is quietly increasing cancer risk, promoting prostate inflammation, and accelerating disease progression. But here's what makes this urgent. The damage is dose-dependent and cumulative. One serving occasionally might be manageable. Daily consumption for years dramatically increases your risk. And most men over 60 are consuming this food multiple times per week, sometimes daily, with no idea of the danger. The food I'm talking about is conventional dairy products, particularly milk, cheese, and yogurt from conventionally raised cows. And before you dismiss this, thinking dairy is harmless, let me show you the science that's been accumulating for over 2 decades linking dairy consumption to increased prostate cancer risk in men over 60. Stay until the end because I'm not just telling you what to avoid. I'm revealing the 4 foods that have been scientifically proven to actively protect against prostate cancer, reduce inflammation, slow disease progression, and support overall prostate health. These are foods you should be eating daily. Let me start with a story that illustrates why this matters. His name was Richard. He came to see me at 64 years old with a rising PSA. Started at 3.2, then 4.1, then 5.3 over 18 months. We did a biopsy. Early stage prostate cancer, Gleason score 6. Slow growing, but cancer nonetheless. We were monitoring it with active surveillance. I asked Richard about his diet. He was proud to tell me he'd been focusing on high protein intake. Every morning, a large glass of milk with his oatmeal. Greek yogurt as a snack. Cheese on almost every meal. He thought he was doing everything right for his health. I told him the research on dairy and prostate cancer. He was shocked. But I've been told dairy is healthy my entire life. I explained that dairy might have benefits for some things, but for men over 60 with prostate issues, the risks far outweigh any benefits. I had him eliminate all conventional dairy and replace it with the 4 protective foods I'll share shortly. 6 months later, his PSA had dropped from 5.3 to 4.1. 12 months later, down to 3.6. His repeat biopsy showed no progression, and some of the cancer cells that had been present were no longer detectable. His oncologist was surprised and pleased. Richard said, "I can't believe something as simple as eliminating dairy made this much difference. Why doesn't every man with prostate issues know this?" So let me explain the science behind why conventional dairy is so problematic for men over 60, particularly regarding prostate cancer risk. Reason 1. Dairy contains high levels of insulin-like growth factor 1, or IGF-1. This is a hormone that promotes cell growth and proliferation. In young, growing bodies, this can be beneficial. In men over 60 with prostate cells that may already be abnormal or cancerous, IGF-1 stimulates these cells to grow faster. Multiple large studies, including the Health Professionals follow-up study with over 20,000 men, have shown that men with the highest IGF-1 levels have significantly increased prostate cancer risk. Dairy consumption directly raises IGF-1 levels. One study showed that 3 or more servings of dairy daily increased prostate cancer risk by 141% compared to men who consumed less than 1 serving. Reason 2. Conventional dairy contains hormones from cows. Modern dairy cows are often pregnant while being milked, which means the milk contains estrogens and progesterone at levels far higher than historically normal. Men over 60 already struggle with rising estrogen levels relative to testosterone. Adding more estrogen through dairy worsens this hormonal imbalance, promoting prostate cell growth and inflammation. Reason 3. Dairy is high in calcium, and excessive calcium intake has been linked to increased prostate cancer risk. A meta-analysis of multiple studies found that men consuming more than 2,000 milligrams of calcium daily had significantly higher prostate cancer risk. 3 servings of dairy can easily provide over 1,000 milligrams of calcium, and when combined with other dietary sources and supplements, many men exceed the risky threshold. The mechanism appears to be that excessive calcium suppresses active vitamin D production. Vitamin D is protective against prostate cancer. When calcium is too high, your body reduces active vitamin D, removing this protective effect. Reason 4. Dairy promotes inflammation through multiple pathways. Many men have some degree of lactose intolerance or casein sensitivity that creates low-grade inflammation. After 60, your digestive system becomes less tolerant of dairy. This chronic inflammation promotes cancer development and progression. Reason 5. Conventional dairy often contains antibiotics, growth hormones like RBGH, and pesticide residues from cattle feed. These compounds accumulate in fatty tissues, including the prostate, and create oxidative stress and DNA damage that increases cancer risk. Now, not all dairy is equally problematic. Organic, grass-fed dairy from cows not treated with hormones contains lower levels of IGF-1 and problematic hormones. Fermented dairy like kefir may have some protective benefits due to probiotics. But for men over 60 with prostate concerns, I recommend eliminating dairy entirely for at least 6 months to see if markers improve. Then if you reintroduce it, choose only organic, grass-fed, fermented options in small amounts. Let me be clear about the research. Multiple large-scale studies have found this connection. A Harvard study following over 20,000 men for 11 years found that men consuming 3 or more servings of dairy daily had a 34% higher risk of developing prostate cancer. Another study found that men who consumed the most dairy had significantly more aggressive, lethal prostate cancers compared to men who consumed the least. This isn't fringe science. This is mainstream research published in major journals. The dairy industry doesn't want you to know this, but the evidence is overwhelming. Now let me reveal the 4 foods that actively protect against prostate cancer and should be part of your daily diet. Protective food number 1. Tomatoes, especially cooked tomatoes with olive oil. Tomatoes are the highest dietary source of lycopene, a carotenoid that has been extensively studied for prostate cancer prevention. The Science, a review of 26 studies found that men with the highest lycopene intake had 19% lower prostate cancer risk. Men consuming 10 or more servings of tomato products weekly had 35% reduction in prostate cancer risk. In men who already had prostate cancer, lycopene supplementation slowed PSA doubling time, indicating slower disease progression. Why it works. Lycopene is a powerful antioxidant that protects prostate cells from DNA damage. It reduces inflammation. It inhibits cancer cell growth and promotes apoptosis, which is cancer cell death. How to maximize benefits. Cook your tomatoes. Heat breaks down cell walls and increases bioavailable lycopene by up to 500%. Add olive oil. Lycopene is fat-soluble, so the oil increases absorption dramatically. Tomato paste is the most concentrated source. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste has more lycopene than a whole tomato. Daily recommendation: 2 to 3 servings of cooked tomato products. Homemade tomato sauce with olive oil. Tomato paste in soups or stews. Low-sodium tomato juice. Protective food number 2, cruciferous vegetables, particularly broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. These vegetables contain compounds called indole-3-carbinol and sulforaphane that have powerful anti-cancer properties. The Science, multiple studies show that men who eat cruciferous vegetables 3 or more times per week have 41% lower risk of prostate cancer progression. In men with rising PSA after prostate cancer treatment, sulforaphane supplements slowed PSA doubling time significantly. Why it works. Indole-3-carbinol helps your body metabolize estrogen more efficiently, reducing estrogen dominance that promotes prostate growth. Sulforaphane activates genes that suppress cancer development and enhances your body's detoxification systems that clear carcinogens. How to maximize benefits: lightly steam or stir-fry, don't boil. Boiling destroys sulforaphane. Raw or lightly cooked preserves the most beneficial compounds. Chew thoroughly. The cancer-fighting compounds are released when the vegetables are chewed or chopped. Combine with mustard or wasabi. These contain myrosinase, an enzyme that enhances sulforaphane production. Daily recommendation: 1 to 2 servings daily. A cup of broccoli, a serving of Brussels sprouts, cauliflower rice, or cabbage slaw. Protective food number 3, fatty fish rich in omega-3s, particularly wild-caught salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA have been shown to reduce prostate cancer risk and slow progression. The science: a large study found that men with the highest blood levels of omega-3s had 63% lower risk of aggressive prostate cancer. Men consuming fatty fish 2 to 3 times weekly had significantly lower rates of prostate cancer compared to men who rarely ate fish. Why it works: omega-3s are powerfully anti-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation is a driver of cancer development. Omega-3s also alter cell membrane composition in ways that inhibit cancer cell growth. They enhance immune function, helping your body identify and eliminate abnormal cells. They reduce oxidative stress that damages DNA. How to maximize benefits: choose wild-caught fish to avoid contaminants like mercury and PCBs found in farmed fish. Eat the fish, don't just rely on supplements. Whole food sources provide additional beneficial compounds. Cook gently. Baking, poaching, or steaming preserves omega-3s better than high-heat frying. Daily recommendation: 3 to 4 ounces of fatty fish 3 times per week. Or supplement with high-quality fish oil, providing 2 to 3 grams of combined EPA and DHA daily if you don't eat fish regularly. Protective food number 4, pomegranate, the king of prostate protective foods. Pomegranate contains unique polyphenol called punicalagins and allagitannins that have remarkable effects on prostate cancer. The science: a landmark UCLA study followed men with rising PSA after prostate cancer treatment. Men who drank 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily saw their PSA doubling time increase from an average of 15 months to 54 months. That's a massive slowing of disease progression. Multiple studies have shown pomegranate reduces prostate cancer cell growth by 30 to 80% depending on concentration. Why it works: pomegranate compounds are anti-proliferative, meaning they stop cancer cells from multiplying. They're pro-apoptotic, meaning they cause cancer cells to self-destruct. They reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the prostate. They have 3 times more antioxidants than red wine or green tea. How to maximize benefits: eat whole pomegranate seeds to get fiber and additional compounds. Drink pure pomegranate juice with no added sugar. Look for 100% pomegranate juice like POM Wonderful. Blend seeds into smoothies. Add to grain bowls or roasted vegetables. Daily recommendation: half a cup of pomegranate seeds or 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily. Now let me give you the complete dietary protocol for men over 60 to minimize prostate cancer risk. What to eliminate completely: all conventional dairy milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, hot dogs. These contain nitrates and advanced glycation end products that increase cancer risk. Excessive red meat, particularly charred or well-done meat. Limit to 1 small serving per week maximum. High-sugar processed foods. Sugar feeds cancer cells and promotes inflammation. What to eat daily: 2 to 3 servings of cooked tomatoes with olive oil. 1 to 2 servings of cruciferous vegetables. Pomegranate seeds or juice. 3 times per week, fatty fish rich in omega-3s. Every day, other cancer-fighting foods like berries, especially blueberries and strawberries, green tea, particularly matcha, turmeric with black pepper, which enhances absorption, garlic and onions, dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts, especially walnuts, and Brazil nuts for selenium. What to drink: green tea, 2 to 3 cups daily. Pomegranate juice, 8 ounces daily. Plenty of water, 8 to 10 cups daily. Avoid or minimize alcohol. Alcohol increases cancer risk. Sample daily meal plan: breakfast, oatmeal with blueberries, walnuts, and ground flaxseed. Green tea. Mid-morning, pomegranate juice or fresh pomegranate seeds. Lunch, large salad with mixed greens, tomatoes, avocado, olive oil dressing. Grilled wild-caught salmon. Afternoon snack, raw vegetables with hummus. Dinner, stir-fried broccoli and cauliflower with garlic. Baked chicken with homemade tomato sauce. Evening, herbal tea. This meal plan provides all 4 protective foods daily, eliminates dairy and processed meats, and emphasizes anti-inflammatory, cancer-fighting compounds. Let me share one more story. Thomas, 67 years old, had been on active surveillance for prostate cancer for 3 years. His Gleason score was 7, higher risk than Richard's. His PSA was slowly climbing. His doctor was recommending treatment. I put Thomas on the complete dietary protocol. Eliminated all dairy. Added daily tomatoes, cruciferous vegetables, fatty fish, and pomegranate. 6 months later, his PSA had stabilized. 12 months later, it had dropped slightly. His repeat biopsy showed no progression. His doctor agreed to continue surveillance instead of pursuing treatment. Thomas told me, "Food became my medicine. I'm controlling my cancer with what I eat." I never thought that was possible. Here's what you need to understand. Prostate cancer is largely a disease of diet and lifestyle. Genetics play a role, but diet is the primary modifiable factor. The Western diet, high in dairy, processed meats, and sugar, creates the perfect environment for prostate cancer to develop and grow. Change the diet, and you change the trajectory. Here's my challenge to you. Starting immediately, eliminate conventional dairy from your diet. Not gradually. Immediately. Replace it with the 4 protective foods I've outlined. Do this strictly for 6 months. If you're monitoring PSA, check it before you start and again at 6 months. Track how you feel. After 6 months, come back and leave a comment. Share your PSA changes if you're comfortable. Tell other men what shifted. Your experience could save someone's life. If this video revealed that a food you thought was healthy is actually increasing your cancer risk, hit that like button. Share this with men over 60 who need this information. Subscribe to this channel for evidence-based guidance on protecting your prostate and optimizing your health after 60. Turn on notifications so you never miss potentially life-saving information. Comment below and tell me, were you consuming dairy regularly? And are you willing to eliminate it and add the 4 protective foods for 6 months? Share this video with any man over 60. This information could literally save their life. Remember, this is educational content based on extensive research published in peer-reviewed journals. It doesn't replace individualized medical advice. Work with your healthcare providers on prostate cancer screening and treatment decisions. I'm Dr. Madison Li, and I'll leave you with this. You are not powerless against prostate cancer. Your daily food choices create either an environment where cancer thrives or an environment where your body can prevent and fight cancer. Choose wisely. Your prostate health is on your plate. Every single day. See you in the next video.